Jai Shri Krishna. I am Ajay Punna, your mentor. We are starting off with the course on risk management, and today we are starting with the basics, which is the meaning of risk, and we will also see what are the different types of risks. In upcoming videos, we will discuss about risk management process in detail. We will also discuss each and every step involved in risk management process in a very detailed manner along with examples. So hope you will enjoy the journey, and let's start with the meaning and different types of risks. Let's start. Right. We will start with the meaning of risk. Risk in normal terms we can say is an impediment to the achievement of organization's objectives. Okay, so it is an impediment to the achievement of organization's objectives. So here we are saying it as an impediment. So it means that it is an obstacle to achieving objectives by an organization. Oxford Dictionary says risk is an exposure to the possibility of loss, injury, or any adverse or unwelcome circumstance, okay, a chance or a situation involving such possibility, involving such possibility. So this is what is given as per Oxford Dictionary, okay, the meaning of risk. So the keywords we need to understand, okay, it is an exposure here, first of all. It was a different thing. It is an exposure to the possibility of loss, injury, or any other adverse or unwelcome circumstance, even a chance or situation involving such possibility. If we consider chance, okay, as a situation, okay, the possibility of a loss, injury, or any other negative outcome, okay, is part of this chance, then we can call it as a risk. Possibility, right? So now, from a generic perspective, we can define risk is a probability or threat to damage, injury, liability, loss, or any other negative occurrence. Negative occurrence, okay, which is either caused by external or internal vulnerabilities, okay, and whatever I have mentioned here, damage, insurance, okay, liability, loss, okay, may be avoided, okay, usually may be avoided through or through an okay, preemptive act. That means even before happening of the actual loss, if we had taken a proactive action, we may avoid such loss. So this is part of okay, risk management, which we will discuss later. Right. So to conclude, I will say okay, risk is simply any uncertainty of happening or non-happening of an event, and it is also okay, connected with undesirable outcome, undesirable outcome, outcome or result we can say, which we don't like. We are worried if such negative outcome may happen, negative result may happen. Okay, so that doubt is a risk, right? Now let's discuss types of risk. Risk on the basis of controllability and predictability can be classified into two types. One is systemic risk. Systemic risk. Second is unsystemic risk. Systemic risk is linked to market. Okay. Here usually I'm talking about capital market. Whereas unsystemic risk is not linked to the market. Because of this reason, okay, systemic risk is also called as market risk. And here, unsystemic risk is also called as non-market risk. Also, this can be sometimes called as extra market risk. Risk in addition to the okay, market risk that is already existing. Market risk okay, affect a larger number of organizations, okay, a larger number of firms in the industry. So if such a risk take happens, a lot of firms will be affected. However, unsystemic risk is not related to market, so it will only affect that particular okay, individual firm, affects only the individual firm, okay, which is facing this risk. Systemic risk is macro in nature, whereas unsystemic risk is micro in nature. For example, okay, let me take examples so that you'll understand it more clearly. Recent COVID has taken place. Okay, COVID pandemic. It affected almost many businesses. To name a few, theaters, movie theaters were seriously affected. Right? Even the automobile industry was seriously affected. So entire industries, okay, irrespective of the size of the firm, they were getting affected with the COVID. Also, okay, a regular risks such as interest rate risks, okay, currency, trade risk, right? Any political risk need to be faced by a larger number of organizations. Whereas some examples of non-systemic risk include strategic risk, or we can say operational risk, we can say credit risk, right? Business risk, etc., etc. Right? Now, if you observe the types of risks here, okay, we clearly understand that these are not predictable, whereas unsystemic risk can be predicted. Okay. Similarly, systemic risks are not usually controllable. Okay. Not controllable. It is usually beyond the control of business entity. Okay. Beyond the control of the firm, business firm. And usually unsystemic risk can be controlled. It can be controlled. So I'm writing controllable. So these are the key differences between systemic and unsystemic risk. This is on the basis of predictability or controllability. Predictability or controllability. Right. Second type of classification is on the basis of financial impact on the business. So risk now, okay, is on the basis of financial impact. Is classified as financial risk and non-financial risk. Though these two types of risks are not completely mutually exclusive, but we need to understand the differences between these two types of risks so that we can better manage them. Financial risk is defined as the risk that the actual return on investment is less than the is less than the expected return. So the possibility, okay, possibility of actual return is less than expected return is what is financial risk. Right? That means, okay, let me write it as points. That means this type of risk have direct and immediate financial impact on the entity. Entity means the business entity. On the other hand, since non-financial risk, okay, is not related to return or anything, okay, this type of risk, though do not have direct or immediate financial impact, but if they are neglected in the initial stages, they can have very serious consequences, which will lead to serious financial losses to the business entity, and the question of survival, and growth will arise. So let me complete this. This type of risk, though does not have immediate and direct financial impact, if neglected in the initial stages, okay, it may result in very serious consequences which will affect entities finance very okay seriously, or very badly with it, right? So few examples of financial risks include market risk, then we have operational risk, then we have credit risk, then liquidity risk, etc. etc. In the next video, we are going to discuss about the financial risk and its different types in a very detailed manner. Here we are only seeing two examples. Even in non-financial risks as well, there are some examples such as strategic risk. We can say compliance risk, reputation risk, disaster risk, etc. Right? So I will conclude here in this video, and we will discuss about financial risk and different types of financial risk in a detailed manner in the next video. In the upcoming videos, again, we will discuss about the non-financial risk and its types. We will discuss something called as audit risk, and we will discuss risk management process and the steps involved in the process in a detailed manner. Right. I take leave. We'll meet in upcoming videos. Thank you. Have a nice day.